create this wonderful runway hairstyle look, we are going to start by preparing our model's hair. Our model's hair is very long. For this reason, we will need to make sure there are no tangles. And our hair is ready for us to begin with our hairstyling work. This step is very important. We will begin to part our hair by creating two different sections. This will be the front and the back hair section of our head. As a point of reference, our sections will need to be parted right behind the ear and towards the top apex of our head. We will need to put away and securely pin the front section of the hair. Starting with the back section, we will need to create a diagonal straight parting from the back of the right ear towards the center of our nape. And then we will continue to create the same type of parting on our left side. This will automatically create a V shape at the center of our nape. We will need to make sure we have a clean and symmetrical sections. And we are going to put away the back section of our hair by pinning it securely. Then we are going to continue to work with the front section of our hair. We will need to brush it perfectly well towards the middle of our front hairline. And we will hold it right at the middle in a form of a ponytail. Now, we will incorporate the back section of our hair into the front, carefully brushing our hair and over-directing it towards the front, making sure there are no tangles and it is perfectly well placed towards the front center of our head. It is very important we carefully brush our hair, making sure our hair is very well placed. With this, we will create a tight ponytail right at the top middle of our forehead hairline. We are going to start with the left back side section of our hair. We will apply working hairspray and brush it upwards, directing it towards the opposite side and across our head. To secure this section, we will need to lock it at the top of our head by crisscrossing two bobby pins. Now, we will continue with our right side diagonal section. And once again, brush it towards the opposite side and secure it with two bobby pins at the top of our head. This will create a crisscross hair design at the back of the head. We will need to make the necessary adjustments to achieve polished, clean, and sleek hairlines. Now, we will start to work with our ponytail. We will divide it into 5 or 6 different sections and pin each section away without disturbing our clean hairlines. Starting with the first bottom section of our ponytail, we will need to apply working hairspray and carefully brush it, making sure there are no tangles. With a Marcel curling technique, we will start to curl our hair from the base towards the end of our hair strand. At this time, our curling will be facing upwards and towards the back. We will need to pin it at the base and continue with our next section. It is very important to pay close attention and do not overheat the hair, and only apply the right amount of heat to it. This will be the only way we can achieve good results without compromising the integrity and well-being of the hair. We will continue curling one section at a time, upwards and towards the back, always applying working hairspray at both sides of our hair section and continuing with our Marcel curling technique. At this point, we will continue curling our hair upwards and not so much towards the back, but towards the center of the top of the head, always starting our curl at the base and continuing towards the end of the hair strand. This will be our last curl, and after we finish curling, we will need to let the hair set and cool. Now, we will start to arrange our hair to create the shape and form we desire, always paying attention to the hair curl direction to achieve beautiful effects. I will continue to arrange our next hair section, giving it the shape and form needed for this wonderful runway hairstyle. Always securing it with a bobby pin at the base. This runway hairstyle is very abstract. As opposite of the back area of the head, the front part of our hairstyle will not really follow any specific pattern. It just needs to have harmony and balance within the entire shape and form. To achieve great hairstyling results, we will need to pay close attention to detail and make any necessary adjustments as we go. I have recreated many of these wonderful runway fashion hairstyle looks for various formal runway fashion shows and fashion presentations. This was one of the many runway fashion hairstyle creations I have executed for the Nordstrom stores in their opening galas and fashion designers previews throughout the years. This will be our last section, and we will need to make sure its placement is nicely done, beautiful and clean. Finally, we will make the necessary adjustments to our hairstyle to achieve the desired shape and form. To finish with our runway hairstyle look, we will apply a hair shine mist. This will enhance the entire hairstyle effect. Now, we can really make an assessment of our final runway hairstyle look. This will be without a doubt a beautiful hairstyle look that will look wonderful at any runway fashion show or in any editorial fashion shoot. I would like to take this time to give special thanks to the THE Artist Agency in Washington, D.C. and their professional, wonderful, and beautiful models. As well to Laura Lewis Photography and Studios for their help and assistance in creating this series of fashion beauty videos with me.